All right, so you have the book about warm up. Should take you a couple of minutes to work through that. Um, Basically, you are going to create a book using the user inputs. They're asking for a title, number of pages, and just make that up. I don't know the title or number of pages of my favorite book either, so just make that up. Genre and author. Okay, so those are your 4 inputs that are listed there. And I will tell you that you basically have 2 lines of code that you have to do to make this work. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of minutes, and then we'll go over it. Okay, so think about it. You have to make an instance, right? And an instance of this class. Isn't that one of the things you need to do? So what kind of an instance can you make? If this is talking about your favorite book, what might you call your instance for this? Book, yeah, or fave book, either one. Okay? So I would go ahead and put that in. Okay, it's not going to type itself. Okay, now you have the instance, you have to make it equal something. Or I shouldn't say equal something. I mean, there's an equal sign, it doesn't equal something. It's being assigned values based on the class that it comes from. What is the class? Look at the assignment panel. What is the class? Yeah, it's book. Okay, so fave book equals the name of the library dot book. Well, yeah, the instance slash variable, yes. Yeah. Yes. There you go. That is it. We'll let Adnan teach the rest of the class. Okay, let's look real quick. Up here on line 15, again, you made an instance from the book class. The arguments of that class, which it tells you in the assignment panel, are title, author, genre, and total pages, right? So title, author, genre, pages, because that's what you named them right up here. Then you have to simply use one of the methods from your assignment panel. About book displays the book's title, author, genre, and number of pages. So instance dot method, right? Those are the 2 lines you put in. Make sure you hit that submit button, and then we're going to go to the next part. the next thing we're going to do is something called MatchPup. Think of it as like online dating, but for dogs. It's going to match you up with a dog you need to foster or you want to foster. So, what we're going to look at is the solution. Let me come over here. All right, when you look at the solution or run the solution, you get some dog types over on the left-hand side. Shows you a big image of it to the right, as well as a name. Okay? Now, if you look at the dog and decide you like it, you type in F to foster. Or if you want to see more dogs, you hit enter to see more dogs. So I hit enter. Again, the one up at the top is highlighted, gives you the name. Down in the console, it gives you a description of its personality. Okay? Oh, I think I want Willa. That's the first time I've seen an athletic and focused dog. So I'm going to foster Willa. All right. So when you type in F, it simply says you have chosen to foster that particular dog. Please take good care of Willa until they are ready to find their forever home. So let me go back. What do you think the input was? Yeah, enter or F. Those are your only two things that you're doing for input. The output then is when you hit enter, it gives you a new dog to look at the information of. If you hit F, it gives you the dog's information that you are going to foster. Okay? Look at your assignment panel. What is the class available for this program? Dog. Yes, it is dog. Okay? If we go down, dog, you're going to see that breed is an argument. And they right here, instead of a name coming up for breed, they have values of 1 through 6 that determine which dog breed is displayed. Because you saw the ones on the left-hand side and it highlighted whichever one was it. Those are it. Okay? Those are your breeds. Now, you see here .name, .personality, .cleanliness, .loyalty, .bravery. What are those? Attributes, yes, because they describe something about the class or the instance. Okay? Now let's go down to the last ones, .show and .dismiss. What are those? Methods, yes, or functions, which and specifically they're methods, but they act just like functions, and that's because they do something. Okay? So you have all of that analyzed. What you have to do is you have to figure out which attributes does the class have and how will you use them. So you see, again, all the attributes here: bravery, loyalty, cleanliness, personality, and name. Do you remember which of these showed up in that program when you ran it? Which ones? Do you remember seeing a dog's name? Okay? And personality. That was it. That's all that showed up. Name and personality. So the name is randomly chosen. The personality is also randomly chosen. Okay? So every time you run the program, it could give you something different. Methods. How will we use show? What do you think .show is going to do when you put that in as a method? Yeah. It's going to put it in the right-hand side. That's where the show comes in. What about the dismiss? What is dismiss going to do? Yes. Yeah. It'll erase the dog in the name and it continues the while loop. It's kind of like using continue. Okay? It's going to break not break, sorry, I don't want to use that word. It's going to stop what it's doing because that dog is no longer part of the interest, okay? And it's going to go back up and restart the while loop. So let me, oops, hang on. Okay, let me go to the next one real quick. You do have a little bit of planning that I would like you to do just so you have an idea of the order, okay? Now, before you start, if we look at the solution code, which you should not be typing, I just want you looking. Obviously, we have to import the library. Chosen is a variable that they're using, and it's starting off false. Why is chosen starting off as false? Why do you think? Yes, yeah. So it's starting off false because no dog has been chosen yet. Once you choose one, it becomes true and stops the program and gives you your foster dog, okay? Now, here is the while loop. While not chosen, okay, you have an instance and the class, right? You have to do that. You have to instantiate the instance and show where it comes from. Then you have some print statements. Print this is, and you use that attribute, dot name, dog dot name. Print, dog name, dog personality. Okay, those are two of the attributes there. Now, dog show, or dog dot show rather, not a dog show. Okay, then this is where your choice comes in. You have a variable that depends on input of hitting enter or F. Now, this one is a little bit different. I want you to notice. Chosen, which is the variable up here, which is currently false, it is going to be assigned a new value based on if user choice is equal to F. If it's equal to F, what does chosen become? Yeah, true. And if it's not chosen, that's where that dismiss comes in, and we come back in. Okay? Then at the end, again, you're just printing a couple of print statements with attributes. Got it? Okay. Now, here's the thing that I want to make sure you guys know or remember. Couple of things. One is that, what is our time in here? No, my Snowball has quit working on my computer, and I don't know why. So I have to hold this one because if I just set it down, it doesn't pick up my voice. But I'll do karaoke if you want. Oh, because I'm recording it for students who are currently out with whatever. Okay, so, yeah, they might be able to see you right now. Alejandro says hello. You have this one you're going to work on. Plan through it a little bit. Then you need to actually do it. Yesterday, we had the car one. I think some of you finished. I think most of you probably did not. Raise your hand if you finished car. Okay, about half of you. Okay. I need you guys to finish those. Then I need you to make sure that you are hitting the submit button on things that you have finished. So please go back and look. If you see you haven't submitted, go back and make sure you finished it and then submit. Can you do that, please? Thank you. All right, do you guys have any questions? Okay, go ahead and get started.